know what this is. Excuse me, I'll be right back. It's my brightness level is down. There we go. Sorry about that. My brightness level was way down. How's everybody doing tonight? What a day of discovery. As many of you know, well, apparently ads are running, so I'm gonna get behind the fan. Hi, Autumn Leaf, Sherry Leach. I'm gonna get behind the fan while we wait for people to come in, because somebody gave me a very good piece of advice. They said when you go on live, people sit through the ads out of courtesy before they come in, and if you're already immediately talking about what you want to talk about, we miss the beginning. So I'm going to go behind the fan. Angie and I are having a wonderful time. She's organizing my pantry for me. I mean, usually Howie does that. So, he expects me to buy chlorine too. So I will wait. I will, I haven't been able to medicate today. So, because I've been out and about. I want you. Aloha. I love you with all my heart. How are you? Hi, Roxanne, Sherry Leach, Natalie, Autumn Leaf, Mama Dukes, Urban, Seashell, aloha. How's everybody doing? We're going to give it another couple of minutes to let people get in here. And hi, Angie Mac, because, y'all sit through those ads for me. I'm going to wait for you before we start talking. Hey, Village Stetter. It gives me a time to say hello. Caitlin Eller, Donna Zentmeyer. How you doing tonight? Rita J, greetings from Indiana. I think it was in Anderson, Indiana. Is there a Chinese food buffet place? Ooh, I'll never eat there again. I got a pint of honey from my bees today. Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Hi, Louise. Did I say hello, Roxanne and Rita J? Medicating over here as well. Hi, Dorothy. There's no place like home. Have you begotten that your whole life? Click your heels 3 times and say there's no place like home. All right, we're almost there. Rita J. Okay, I don't see any. Oh, hey, Minnesota. Is it Minnesota Farmer's Wife? Hello, darling. Julie Otson. Hi, darling. Well, that's nice. Thank you for telling me your name. Now I recognize you. Sometimes I only recognize people by their YouTube names, and sometimes I only recognize them by their names in Facebook. My first garden is going well. Oh, my tomatoes are like 5 feet tall. You know how I used to cut them off at the top? I forgot this year. And now I can't cut anything off because the tomatoes got blossoms. But anywhere where I see a branch where there's no blossoms, I break it off now. I'm glad it's doing well. Going to have to pick some carrots to make more room. There you go. There you go. So I had a weird day. I mean, I went to Walmart in Gatineau, Quebec today. We went in to look for a little freezer for Briar, but it wasn't a good selection. And the last time I went in there to take him there for something, I used the self-checkout because I only had one item, right? So I didn't notice that they had removed all the cashiers. And our garden is rocking. Yeah, mine is too. I'm going to be picking and canning beans soon. So all of a sudden, I'm okay. So like, I don't see any cashiers. Like I got funneled through the lineup, and then I realized, wait, where are the cashiers? Oh well. So then I went to the machine to put my items through, and there was no place to put cash. Now, when they first started doing the self checkouts at Walmart, those machines gave you an option for cash. This one did not have an option for cash. And he said, no, 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 no. If you need to pay cash, you just, I'll swipe my client card or whatever the hell it is, and we'll take your receipt, and I will take it over here at this little cash drawer. They got one little cash drawer in the middle of the self checkout. And I'm like, okay, so you've done away with cashiers and you're doing away with cash. I have my first spaghetti squash and mine are just, well, my zucchini out front have taken off. They're doing beautifully. I'm waiting for blossoms. I saw a bumblebee. And I haven't been out back in the backyard in a couple of days, so I'm probably going to go out and do some gardening tomorrow. No, hi, just me, Stephen. Hey, you, my wonderful urban farmer friend. Are you exhausted, darling? And it's only July. Come November, December, you're going to be like, okay, I'm taking a week off. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, Stephen. How are you, darling? How's Dan? No, Angie Mac, it's not a good sign. And then I went to Dollarama. Essentially to buy some tablecloths and paper plates. And I thought, oh, I'll get some plastic forks and spoons for the desserts, right? There was none. Where the cutlery used to be was just bags of knives. Everybody who buys a cutlery mix pack always has knives left over. Always. Well, that was all that was left in the store. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Louise Williams. Anybody who buys, plastic cutlery in a mixed pack always has the knives left over, right? But there were no forks and no spoons. So I got what I was going to get, and I went up to the checkout. And I'm not being rude, but there were 3 self-checkouts at Dollarama, and there were 3 cash registers. So here's the self-checkouts. You're getting funneled in, and here's the self-checkouts right here. And then here is the 3 cash registers. And they had the slowest cashier on the face of the earth. A woman had bought like a cart of stuff. And we waited, I shit you not, 10 minutes. And that's not a problem. But it's deliberate. We had 5, 6, 7, 8 people go by us that used the self-checkout and left. While we waited to be waited on, we were the next customer in line. Next customer. And then I realized that when I got up there, the guy couldn't do math because I gave him cash and he literally had to go and count on his fingers to make change. Now, why would they put that man on cash? To discourage people from using the cashier. I lay money by Christmas. There will be no cashiers in that Dollarama store. Walmart makes my head spin. I still want an employee discount for having to use self-check. Hey, Ms. Mary, absolutely. Forest Tales, Simply Jessica and Deborah C. Hi. Yeah, Angie's laying down on the couch. She's got an upset tummy. She doesn't normally drink coffee, and she got a decaf coffee and some cookies today, and her tummy did not agree with her. Hi. Hey, how's it going, Yoshi? So that's Stephanie, right? So yeah, I was kind of really disappointed in my country today. They're pushing this agenda. They really are. And why? Why make it so that stores can no longer sell plastic cutlery? Why did they get rid of our plastic straws and our plastic bread tags on our bread bags? Why are they picking on this little shit? Excuse me. Think about this. We have been lied to by the petroleum industry that told us it was okay to use plastics because we could recycle them. And that's only 25% true. Because 75%, hi Tammy M and Sarah Young, Rita J. Because 75% of what you put in your recycling bin ends up in the landfill. Guaranteed. So now they're doing a war on plastic after making us feel comfortable with using it when in the 70s we had a conscience. We were fighting against chlorofluorocarbons, the propellant in aerosols, because it was killing the ozone layer, right? People don't want to use plastics and stuff anymore, right? Oh, but we'll bring out recycling. And then everybody just decided it was okay to buy plastic again. Hey, Bama Missy. And okay, Stephen. Mwah. Louise Williams, if they're taking those away, they should ban the K-cups. There you go. Right? But think about this. You could almost not buy powdered laundry soap anymore. And when I sold Amway, the same size as a huge box of powdered soap you could get in something no bigger than this. It weighed about 2.5 pounds because there was no fillers in it and you could use a tablespoon. Right? They would put fillers in the soap so you would have to use more and you would have to buy more. Then they went to liquid laundry detergent and everybody's toting around jugs. And the pods are more environmentally friendly because it's less soap, less water, more concentrated soap. But they still have to come in a plastic container because they can't get wet. What about True Earth? Is it True Earth it's called? If they want to legislate against plastic, then they should go after the laundry soap and cleaning companies and make them, because we now know the technology exists to compress a load of laundry soap into something no bigger than a credit card or a business card that can be mailed to you in an envelope no bigger than that. 132 loads in an envelope no bigger than that. And the envelope is cardboard and can be shredded and composted. But they're taking away our straws and making them paper and still putting the ice caps in plastic cups and plastic lids on the McDonald's drinks. But they're taking away the straws. They're taking away our picnic forks and knives and the bread tabs on our bread bags. But they're still selling laundry soap in jugs, plastic jugs. Tell me why that makes sense when the technology exists that they could do away with plastics altogether in the laundry industry if they just follow the True Earth method. The new Canadian. Hi, Susanna. Yeah. Our Canadian money is no longer paper fabric mixture. It's a polymer. I don't have my person here, or I'd show you. So I don't understand. You know, but this, you see, now hear me on this. Why haven't they attacked the laundry soap companies? Not the laundry soap companies, but the jugs that the laundry soap companies use, when we know you can compress enough laundry soap into the size of a business card that needs almost no packaging. That is can be and the packaging can be recycled. So why wouldn't they go, instead of going after our straws, our bread tags, and our friggin' plastic cutlery? Why are they not going after those jugs? Because the petroleum industry controls the plastic. And the petroleum industry pays buku bucks to the government in lobbying and stuff. So, we'll start with straws. We'll start with straws. No, you start with the shit we don't need. We don't need all them plastic jugs, right? It boggles the mind at the stupidity of what they call government in this country. And water bottles, my God, they're everywhere. Yes, like I met this lady on at the races, and I found an empty single-use water bottle in the truck, and I brought it in because sometimes we have to buy one for Gracie. But I brought it into the coach to reuse as a water bottle all weekend, right? I think I still have it out in my truck. And this lady was like, every time I see somebody use a water bottle, I go in my house and I bring them a reusable one. I said, I've been using this one all weekend. And the one she had in her hand was solid plastic and would have made 500 of those water bottles. But because she can reuse it, I don't understand. Willow, I hope he's going to be okay. Who, what, where? Who has a concussion, Willow's your husband? Your brother was in an auto accident. Oh, honey. Okay, who has gobs of party stuff? No, we don't have a party time store. But I went to the dollar store. And I got 6 tablecloths and 100 or so little like matching dessert plates. I bought some. I'm not going to talk about this. I can't talk about this right now. You just can't reach. I know, I understand. But the thing is I want to start a petition to send to whoever we got to send it to say, why are you taking away our picnic stuff? Our straws, the tags on our bread bags and plastic cutlery. Why are you doing that? Plastic cutlery can be washed and used over and over and over and over and over again. Doesn't have to be thrown away. Why aren't you going after the laundry jugs that nobody can use afterwards? Like, yeah, you can use them as a hand washing station, but how many hand washing stations outside do you need? Right? Hey, Deborah, how are you, darling? Deborah Nightingale. They've replaced plastic cutlery with bamboo. Well, that's just ridiculous. You know why that's ridiculous? Because they should be making hemp plastics. Did you know how many things can be made of hemp? Let me tell you, get a little history here on hemp. Hemp is not marijuana. If you smoked hemp, all you would do is get a headache. Okay? But but it's better to make medicine out of the hemp rather than try and get it through, the plant. Hemp is a cousin to marijuana, right? Now hemp, you can grow 10 times as much hemp as you can in a single summer. You can grow 10 times as much hemp as you can cotton. And it needs no pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, or defoliants. You can make concrete out of hemp. You can make insulation out of hemp. You can make clothing out of hemp. You can make medicine out of hemp. You can make shampoo, soap, body oils, furniture, boards. Everything can be made out of that plant. So why are we saying, oh, let's get rid of plastic and get bamboo, which can't just be grown anywhere? Hemp can. Hemp can be grown anywhere. And it's environmentally friendly. So why aren't we seeing more of this? Is a renewable resource that can be grown anywhere in Canada and the US, except the desert, and maybe Tuktoyaktuk. But the same ground could be used over and over and over again. It's like a growing weeds. It literally is like growing weeds. My grandkids used to throw silverware away, so their stepdad brought boxes of plastic silverware home from work. Hemp cream is great for eczema. Yeah, I know. Hemp is an amazing product. So why aren't we, you know what? I'm going to make a video for Rumble about this. And I'm going to say, let's get rid of the laundry jugs, get compressed laundry strips like True Earth. Get rid of the big stuff. Don't throw away the stuff we can reuse. I can reuse bread tags. I'm hoarding them now because they're making them cardboard now. I can reuse bread tags. I can reuse bread bags. I can reuse milk bags. I can reuse grocery bags. I can reuse straws, believe it or not. I can reuse plastic cutlery, right? But reusing a laundry jug, you wouldn't want to, you know, its reuses are limited. And those things are the bane of the existence. Those and single-use plastic water bottles. The government can't get a kickback from it like they do from the oil companies. Well, you see, that's where the government is, right? It's all about this. But I'm going to have to find out who I need to talk to, and it ain't the Ministry of the Environment, because they just think everybody should drive electric cars. That's ridiculous. Those batteries are made in coal-fired plants. And when they melt down or catch fire, there is nothing to put them out, and they are 10 times as hazardous as driving a truck for a year to the environment. Hey, Charlene, how are you? Muriel Banks, Leanne Bishop. My girlfriend works in an elementary cafeteria and was told today that the kids could no longer get free lunches. See, think about it this way. Now, TikTok wants you to do videos and get all videos, these amazing videos, down to 7 seconds. Do you know why? Because they want to train our attention span to be only 7 seconds long. Look, squirrel. What did you say? Now, for over 100 years, probably closer to 130 years, we have been gradually taken away from providing for ourselves on our own, gardens and little farms and backyard chickens, into using cash. We've been funneled into becoming a consumer-driven culture. And they've so far removed us from our food that children won't eat a carrot pulled out of the ground because you pulled it out of the dirt. They don't understand. Okay? Because I've seen a lot of kids raised on tin soup and sandwiches and hot dogs and Kraft dinner. They wouldn't know real food if it jumped up and bit them in the butt. Now, we've been so far removed from that. when a crisis happens, everybody walks around with one thumb up their butt and the other one in their mouth, and they don't know what to do. Not everybody, but that's what they were hoping for. But when all this crap hit the fan over the last few years, they should have waited another 15 years till all us baby boomers were dead, and the Gen Xers. They should have waited another generation, because we won't stand for it. You know what I mean? Hey, Gene Phillips, Kelly Lumpkin. I will see all of you wonderful people later. Okay, Sarah Young, take care. Hey, Omi, how are you? Excuse me. So it's like now we're being funneled into a cashless society altogether. And everyone goes, oh, everything will be plastic swipe cards next, or RFID chips. No. Do you know one? Okay, remember when people called me a conspiracy theorist? And then people started calling me Mrs. Spoiler Alert? Here's the spoiler alert. Within the next 8 to 10 years, they are going to try and force us into not using money at all. That you will have a government that's trying to bankrupt the world so that we can go into a one money or a one currency world, and that will be digital currency, and everybody will get a government generated income. And when you go to the store, you won't have to pay. You will just take what you want, and it will be deducted from your government generated income. I heard horror stories today that places like Walmart and stuff in California, people can walk right out of the store with close to $1,000, under $1,000. It has to be under $1,000. And all you get is a $125 ticket, and the store shop, the people who work in the store will be fired if you stop them. Because apparently they now have facial recognition in Walmart in the States. You know why they're doing that? They're going to do that because they're going to say, look, people will just walk out of the store with hundreds of dollars of stuff. And they think they're getting up. That puts the prices up for everybody else. Hey, bumfluff. I hope that's okay. I hope you're not here to stir up bumfluff. So people think they're getting away with crap, and what they don't realize is at any given time, so the police can show up at your door and put you in prison for stealing because they got you on camera. So I would think twice about that. And if they do get away with it, that runs the prices up for everybody else. And then they fire more cashiers, and they shut down more customer service. Oh, hey! Well, you got me this time, paranormal. You got me this time. Our last summer was so hot, the crows were in the shade with their beaks open. My husband put a big pan of water for them. Yeah, that's lovely. I remember when they called you a conspiracy nut. Yeah, right. And I had an interesting conversation. I did a video, and if you have a really strong faith, then please don't go over and watch this video. But it's called Faith, Spirituality, and Religion. And it's called The Conversation. Right? It's called The Conversation. And I just talked about, now, long and short of it is, somebody came in there who's been coming into all my channels for a really long time and hating on me. And every time they open their mouth, I block and delete them, and then they just come back under another name, and that's okay. Right? I'm assuming because they keep coming at me because they They need something from me, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. They need something from me. Hey, Monique! Beast system, very real. Conspiracy theory is 6 months from being true. Exactly. There you go. I didn't think it. Thank you, Willows. Anyway, this woman came in, or this person came in. I'm assuming it's a woman because there was a Rose in the name, and accused me of saying that the Holy Ghost raped Mary. And this was around the time when we were talking about vaccinations, being people being coerced by having their jobs threatened, because I'm a firm believer in choice means yes or no, not yes or else, right? Hey, Kel Storm, Lynn Smith, hi, how are you? Holka, Martha, hi, Ma, Selkie Gal, tinfoil hats. Anyway, it's now safe to talk about COVID stuff because we're now they've got us they're focused on us not being able to talk about the conflict over there, over there. That's my Ethel Merman. We're not allowed to talk about that. All the COVID stuff is past. They're not going to ding me for that now. You see. But I questioned this science, and what the science turned out to be behind the jab was a bunch of people up here, like named like Fauci and shit, along those lines, were telling the World Health, and it was trickling down, because down to the people who trusted their doctors, who trusted their administrators, who trusted the government, who trusted the Faucis. You know what I mean? But the science wasn't there. Some science was there, but this was experimental all the way. Right? Stop us talking about, monkeys and stuff. Yeah, we can't talk about that either. I saw that, Monique. A lot of people have had it already here in Canada. Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is it's like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Right? And people said, oh, I did my research. Did you? No. What you did is you trusted somebody that you put your trust in, like your doctor. Like a doctor put their trust in their administrator, or the medical board of Canada, like they put their trust in the government, who said that they had the science to back all this crap up. Well, none of it was true. Some of it was true, because every good lie is surrounded by a nucleus of truth. So they took one piece of truth and built on that with all the lies to make it plausible. EJ. Hi, Mark. I know that many died. Yeah. Absolutely, Urban Homestead. Absolutely. Lost my job because of that vaccine, and now my former workplace shut down. Everyone is now out of a job after taking all the shots. See? Hi, Cindy Wirtz. How are you, darling? So, now they're, like I said, they're funneling society into a cashless society where you will earn nothing and be very happy. Just like the math. Yeah. But the thing is, again, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Right? I didn't swallow that crap the first time. I won't swallow it again. So the next time they try and come at us with these mandates, no way. Too many people have woken up. Hi, Michelle J. Well, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. So yeah, it was an unpleasant shock going into Walmart today and finding out they no longer had cashiers, and that the self-checkouts wouldn't take cash. Bell Prep My doctor was head of the vax in my area. She never ever pushed it on me. She was super stressed over the whole. Yeah, I bet. I felt bad, but she's a super supporter of the V. Well, that's the thing is I phoned my doctor's office and asked about it. And they said, "Oh, we've all been vaccinated at the clinic." I said, "Everybody?" And she said, "Well, no, one guy got cerebral palsy." And I think she meant Bell's palsy from a flu shot, so he was exempt. Well, I've gotten Bell's palsy from a flu shot. I'm exempt. Period, full stop. Right? To find out that many, many people in the upper elites of society have not taken that jab. Why? Because they don't have to. They're exempt. Took third shot, and now he's going downhill. Well, I mean, the thing is in my humble opinion, it's not safe. I am allergic to so many pharmaceuticals that they don't want to do surgery on me because they don't know how to deal with my pain afterwards. Right? Hey, Aces! Okay, sweetheart. The Amish doctor didn't either. Well, when I phoned my doctor's office to first talk about it, I got this whole spiel, and it was literally, you could hear that it was almost a recording. The danger of COVID far outweighs the danger of reactions from the vaccine. I said, does it really? Does it really? For me? You know my history. I may be new to you, but you know my history. She went, oh. It was almost like I tripped her, right? Like she was like, oh, the danger far outweighs. And she had said it so many times that she forgot who she was talking to, right? So people were being, told what to think and told what to feel, separated from their families, separated from their traditions and their holidays, because you will own nothing, you will worship nothing, but you will be happy. Can anybody say bullshit? Like she was, yes. Get the protocol. As far as I'm concerned, I've already had it. Better word, Monique Yap. Script. Thank you. Yes, that's a great word, is script. So anyway, this person has been obviously following me for a long time because they followed me to Rumble and put up this huge diatribe about how I said. Now this is where this was going. This was at the time when they were saying, hi, Bell Prepper. I've been following you for a long time, but I've never really talked. Just follow. I can say I can relate to when you talk about your health problems. My doctor knows I won't because of the problems I have. Absolutely. Yeah, some doctors lost their license for not pushing it, right? Some doctors lost their license for writing exemption notes, right? So my point was, at the time of this pushing of the jab, we were talking about religion. Now, I have faith. I have a conscious contact with God. Jesus, Jesus is my brother, as far as I'm concerned, right? I have a relationship with him too. All right? But we were having a conversation about how when we trust something or we're put into a place of absolute fear, and then someone we trust says, here, I have the answer, then 90% of people will buy it. Now, I talked about Mary and Joseph, how an angel from the Lord came down, right? To tell her that she was going to be the father of God. Now, how long ago was that? Close to 3,000 years? Over 2,500 years. Somewhere in there, 2,500 years. What would you do if an alien being came down and you were terrified and they told you not to be afraid, that you were going to be blessed to bring forth a child of the Father above? Are you going to say no? That's all and someone said, you're talking about rape. And I said, it's coercion, is coercion. Anybody submitting to something because they fear for their lives is not a choice, is it? So I was accused of, saying that Mary was raped by the Holy Spirit. I also talked about my relationship with the Bible, and I have a relationship with the Bible. But I got basically called a Satan worshiper. And this person has been following me for years. They were apparently a fan way back, they said. And then I started into, I had somebody else. And the reason I did this faith, spirituality, and religion called The Conversation was because somebody said that they resonated with all of the things I said in the Frugal Living series until they saw me live do tarot cards. And those were, conduits of the devil and all that stuff. And I said, I can do this with playing cards. There ain't nothing conduit. These are gifts from God. I have gifts from God. And I don't use them for manipulation or to hurt anybody ever. And what I say, when someone asks, and if what I say resonates, great. If what I say doesn't resonate, then that's okay too. What part of that is a bad thing? I know, Freaky Geek. How are you, darling? So when I was explaining to this one person, when you do tarot cards, I just, I'm done. I have to unsubscribe. Now, we know that I've gotten 5,000, 7,000 new subscribers in the last 6 weeks. So there are going to be people who need to get to know me better, right? And there are a lot of you who have been with me for years and years, right? And you've watched the progression of me going from a homesteader to a conspiracy raging theorist. And that's one thing she said. Oh, you think you're like this guru and that you're all about peace and love, but I've seen you raging with your eyes bulging and cursing and swearing and blah, blah, blah. And you said the Holy Spirit raped Jesus and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why are you so angry? Now think. I am not the same person. Can I see a hand emoji for anybody who's been with me longer than 6 years? Anybody who's been with me longer than 6 years? Maybe 6 months or more. Hi, Tammy. 3 popes now. I don't get it. I'm not sure I understand. I don't watch the news. But the thing is if she was a fan, and I don't do fans, I have YouTube family, right? But if she was a fan and something I did, I said, I don't understand why you're so angry. People grow. People change. Yeah, I'll be the first one. I'm going to go back. I've got a couple of old rant videos. I may put them on Life with the Wolfies so you could see y'all what I was like. Because I was angry and frustrated and powerless. But that is like spinning your tires in the mud and getting angrier and angrier and angrier. It doesn't work. Yes, I still get pissed off. Yes, I still get ticked off. But 9 times out of 10, even with road rage, which is very seldom happens to me anymore, I can work through it in a couple of heartbeats. At the very most, It takes me 24 hours to process why I'm upset about something. I journal about it. I trace it, I face it, I erase it. Because holding on to past emotions that hurt you causes resentments. And so why that person is lashing out at me for somehow 2000. Oh, see, there you go. Mary Cook, Donna Oberlin. Oh, shoot. See, Dorothy A, Donna, Caitlin, Willows, Ms. Mary. I mean, I don't remember everybody's names. Sometimes names change, right? And I don't know your personal names most of the time. Half the time, half the people in my Respectful Hearts Facebook page, I don't know who they are on YouTube and vice versa. I gave my 9-year-old granddaughter your knitting videos. I've been following forever. I'm still a fan, even if some things I don't agree. I'm still a fan. Well, then you don't have to be a fan. I'm not an actor. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a person, right? Hey, Tina, how are you, darling? So, I'm sorry, I'm a little dry. I've only had 2 cups of tea today. So my point was, why does it upset somebody else? Like here's my thing. Remember we were talking about fear and love? There are only 2 major driving factors in life. And that is love and fear. God is all love, all good, all the time. Anything that generates anger, rage, resentment is all stems from that other driving force, which is fear. So we have positive and we have negative, right? So if God is all good all the time, and God is love, because Christ taught us that love was the supreme force behind getting to God, right? If God is all good all the time, where does that leave all the negative stuff? My understanding of God and my higher power will not throw me in a pit of fire because I made mistakes. See, because I own my mistakes. God does not punish. God doesn't punish. Right? I merely brought up the fact and that the Bible has changed hands and had so many versions and so many opportunities to be manipulated by man from the day of its inception that there's, yes, God's word is in that book, absolutely. But there's a lot of polluted stuff in there too that vilifies and demeans women, that puts men in power. Okay? Hi, Margaret, how are you? God is not an author of fear, but of peace and sound mind. That's right. Tarot cards, but I've been with you for years. And they're not tarot cards. They're just, I can do it with a deck of cards. Watch this. Just give me a second. Christmas Coca-Cola cards with the Christmas Santa on them. Who wants a reading? Whoops. What you do, Madhu? Give me a few minutes and then I'll take you up for pee, okay? Who wants a reading? Faith is a gift. Many ran to the quick fix. That's true. Okay, Rita. Okay, Rita. Now we're going to do it this way. Look, if I can do this without it tipping over. When I say, okay? Well, let's make that a little bit tidier. What did you basically do? I try to explain that the cards are only, it's like a PowerPoint. It's just like it's not even a note. It's just something that triggers what I'm supposed to be looking at. But I could do that with these. All right, Rita. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go across here, and you say now 3 different times. And as soon as I see now in the chat, I will drop my finger. The cards are just a focal point. That's right. And I know there's, I'm going to continue to do this because I know there is a lag. Okay, there's one. Which one was it? Was it this one or this one? Was it this one, Rita? Okay, now, okay. That doesn't work because there's a lag. Okay, no, that one. And let's do this one. All right. And if you want to do it, we'll do 4. How about that? All right. What do we got, Rita? We got, oh, the Ace of Hearts, the 8 of Hearts, the 2 of Clubs, the 3 of Diamonds. Okay, you know what I'm getting from here? I'm getting that you are a person of a lot of love, and you have a really powerful love in your life. Your heart is huge. This is what rules your life, is your heart. And there are many people whom you love. Many, many people whom you love. This card says that you're actually pretty lucky. You may not be so financially lucky, but you are lucky because you have everything you need in life. Because with your family, you are the center of the love in your family. And you don't need a lot of things to make you happy. And you make do with what you have. Because you don't have a whole lot of money, but you have enough for everything else to work. Because you don't have a lot of debt. Right? You have debt, but you don't have a lot of debt. And you're good with it. Oh, Scheisenheimer. Now it doesn't. Now it doesn't want to sit straight for me. How did I do? Thank you. See, I can do it playing cards. It's, but does everybody who sits down to a game of poker, a game of euchre, or a game of crib, are they evil because they're conduits of the devil? No, right? So, I mean, it's all on how you look at it. What face? What face? You're welcome, honey. So, I mean, just because those cards give me a more specific, but I can pull, say, I can pull the heart chakra card for somebody. And then I could shuffle it. Now, I did this one night. I ended up pulling the late woman with a coin, I think 3 times one night. But for each person it came out for was a totally different scenario. Why? Because I don't talk about what the book tells me the card means. I talk about the vibrations and the energy I'm getting off the card that I'm picking up from you. That card may be tailor-made with a message for you, but a different message for somebody else, because it's not, I don't read them the way they're supposed to. I'm an intuitive reader. When you were trying to fix and reposition the camera, oh, yeah, I got a very expressive face, I know. So my whole point in the conversation with this person was, why do you feel the need to tell me I'm wrong? Why do you feel the need to tell me that my path of faith is wrong and yours is the only way? Why? Because that's what man has done to separate us. Religions have popped up all over the world. Now, basically, all religions have the same, all wonderful religions have the same core, and that core is love. All of them. But people got different ideas about how things should be done and how things should be worshiped and how God should be viewed and how Jesus should be viewed and all of these things, that walls started coming up between. There was a town once of German immigrants, and I think it was in North Dakota, Minnesota, somewhere around there. They were Polish immigrants. Yeah, Polish immigrants. And they built a big Catholic church. And the town, some of the people didn't like the way the church was run. So the next street over, they built another church. This is how division happens when man complicates faith too much. I get that a lot from growing up Catholic. That always seemed a bit pretentious to me. What seemed a bit pretentious, Margaret? So, I mean, it's not, and I said, that's judgment, sweetheart. I wasn't angry at her. I wasn't berating her for her opinions. I wasn't telling her that I knew better. I share only what works for me. And if that resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. You have your way of doing things and I have mine. But to call me one of Satan's pawns or minions, I just don't understand. Because I'm not the one throwing judgment around. I'm not the one angry at somebody because they don't think the same way I do. I'm not mad at her. Because I said to her, if your faith works for you, then that's all that matters. Why is it so important to you to prove me wrong? I don't understand the headspace around it. That's all. Religion has become so monetary that they forgot about the ultimate power. Thank you, Elaine. Oh, you want a card, Deborah? Is that what you're saying? Do you want an oracle card or do you want me to go with the play-in deck? That's up to you. We'll use the play-in deck. We'll bring out the play-in deck. We'll bring out the white or light oracle cards. We will bring out, and it doesn't matter what the symbolism is on these cards. I don't go by the symbolism on the cards, right? Let me see. Oh, let's do. You know what? I'm not feeling the star. Yeah, I am feeling the Starseed Oracle, and then we got the. Okay, so we've got the White Light Oracle. We've got Work Your Light Oracle. We've got the Starseed Oracle. We've got Soul's Journey. We've got the Animal Oracle cards. Where are my Energy Oracle cards? Oh, there they are. Let's pull all the stops out tonight. All right, Tina. Good night, honey. All right, what do you want, Deborah? What cards do you want? Email readings are harder, honey, because I can only pick up so much energy off an email. Oh, and by the way, folks, every once in a blue moon, I gamble online. I'll spend like $50 sometimes a month. And I was about to give up when I found a really cool casino site. Now, this is not a commercial, so please pay attention. Called Casino Days. And I spent $25 while we were at the races, and I won $250. So I checked to see how easy it was to withdraw. It was easy to withdraw, so I withdrew $200 for them to process, and I continued to play with $50. Then the next day, I won $400, and I cashed out $350 and kept $50 to play with. And then 2 days later, I won $250, and I withdrew $200 to keep the 50 to continue to play with, which I blew. Hi, Jacqueline. And the first time, the withdrawal went through in 2 days. The second time, I had to fight them for a couple of days, verifying who I was and all that shit. And they argued at me about who I was, because my married name is one, and my maiden name is official here in Quebec. But so they released the 350. I'm still waiting for the 200. That's close to 8 days ago. And they keep putting me off. And I said, look, you guys, don't cough up what you owe me. They're going to hear about it on YouTube and on Rumble. That Casino Days, it's purple and gray, the emblem, on a white background, refuses to pay out their winnings. So do not use Casino Days. I went to them because they had a really good feedback rating, but it's dropping fast. And I told them I would do this because I said it would be a lot cheaper to pay me the $200 you owe me than the business you're going to lose by me telling people that Casino Days will not give you the money that you win. All right, Deborah C. Oh, yeah, okay. The White Light Oracle cards are called. Whoa, Deborah C. Theta of Venus. I don't know what Theta of Venus is, but if you look at this card, it's like she's an angel resting. I'm getting that there is something that you haven't had in a long time. Maybe it's a memory of something you wanted to do, something you wanted to accomplish in life, something you wanted to reawaken in yourself. And it's been sleeping. And the idea is starting to percolate in the back of your mind and your heart. And it's coming to the forefront. So be aware that there's something sleeping inside you. A dream, a career, a grandchild maybe. Something has been sleeping in you, a desire. And it's about to wake up. Be ready for it. Deborah. I don't know why, but I love when the cards jump out fast. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, nothing good. That's what I mean. They weren't paying out. They were welshing. Because I had to fight for my first 2 payouts. And now I'm fighting them again. And I said, I'm going live across 2 channels tonight, which I'm not actually. But this is going to get viewed many times. I said, and if every one of those people does not pay you $50 to come in and play at your casino site, that's because you welshed on somebody who has a YouTube channel, and that just doesn't work. So I'm not angry. I'm just making good on my promise. That money better be here tomorrow, and if it is, I will tell you. But I still say Casino Days will do everything they can to withhold. See, they don't offer a lot of bonuses. Some places will offer you 300% bonus, and then when you win, you have to spend all of that bonus and then win that all back before they'll even let you take like $10, right? So this one was like, oh yeah, we'll give you like a 25% bonus. Oh, okay. And you play that and you win. Well, they don't expect people to cash out. I cash out. When I go to the casino, maybe once a year. When I go to the casino, I spend my $100 for the year. And if I win $400, I'm out of there like shit through a goose. Take the money, come on, take the money and run. You know what I mean? Hey, Mama Cat, how are you, darling? Who wanted a reading? Hi, Elaine. Yes, I can do you. And the first cards my eye fell on was the Work Your Light Oracle. Whoa! Wow. All right. Stop overthinking it, Elaine. You're already doing it. Stop, Mike, whatever it is, stop overthinking it. You're overcomplicating it. You're micromanaging it. You already got this. You're already doing it. Don't complicate it for yourself. I have no idea if that means anything to you, but there you go. Hi, Alice Silva. How are you, darling? Good, been busy. How are you, Bev? I've had my cousin Angie here for, I don't know, I'm going to keep her as long as I can. And I feel bad because I hit a bump in the road today and it hurt her shoulder and her back. And we were out and about and, she's not feeling very well because of some cookies and some coffee. Cards got a lot to say tonight. Absolutely, Tammy M. Coffee drinker. All right. Okay, you know what, though? I got to cleanse because if I do it too often and treat it, I'm not treating it lightly. I may be lighthearted, but I am not treating this lightly, and I have to cleanse because readings leave residue on the cards, right? And if I forget to cleanse, the same readings are going to come up over and over and over again, and things will get confused. So we're going to smudge. And for anybody who thinks this is witchcraft, then think about the incense and candles in church. Smoke of the sacred white sage. Please carry away any negative intent, any negative vibrations and energy, and lift our love and prayer and hopes on your smoke to God, the Creator, one source of all. Okay. All right, who was it? Tina. Tina, got to get the juju rolling. Wait a minute. Who wanted? Okay, I don't know who I was first. Okay, somebody tell me who was first. This is for the first person who asked for a reading. I will do somebody else after. Okay, coffee drinker. Was it coffee drinker? Margaret. Whoa, see? As soon as I called your name. Margaret, you got 2 cards. You got soul family. Call in your tribe. You do not have to do it alone. You are facing something and you're being strong and you're trying to shoulder it on your own. Call in your soul tribe. You do not have to do this alone. Doesn't necessarily mean your family. It means your soul family. And the priestess card. Don't take it for the word that it is. It means, how are you being called to step up and lead? So you're being called to step up and lead in something, Margaret, but you don't have to do it alone. All right? Call in your spirit guides, your soul family. People that you resonate with may not necessarily be your family, but we may come, like Angie and I are blood related, but we're from the same soul family, right? I hope that makes sense. And who else was there? There's one more. Okay, Michelle J. And then Tina. Was it Tina Harvey? Okay. All right. Do you understand this, Michelle? Or you've got, I can only do a couple of more readings, guys, or else I get drained. I do. And I know I smudged and everything, but all right. Who was next? You taking up which autumn's leaving? Gypsy or Leaf? Michelle. Okay. Did that make sense, Margaret? Okay, Michelle J. Those cards are, these cards are calling for Michelle J. Can I say that name again? Michelle J. Whoa, there we go. They want to talk to you. All right. You got deceit and storm warning. But the storm warning's upside down. because you are aware. You are aware that there is some deceit going on in your family or near family or really, really close friends. There's something going on. And the storm warning is upside down because you actually don't need much of a warning for what's coming. Gird your loins, something's going on, and it may create a disturbance in your family, but you got this. Hey, Monica, how are you? Who was that for? Was that for Michelle? Okay, who's next? Coffee drinker. I heard coffee drinker. Coffee drinker. Oh, coffee drinkers. The animal oracle cards are calling coffee drinker. Miss Debbie, you already got a reading, Deborah. I can't do you twice in one night. I really can't. Coffee. Ah, okay. Coffee. Whoa. I don't know which one it is, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to do them both, apparently. All right. Coffee drinker. You got the Puffin partnership. Puffin. Accept yourself and your colorful personality, coffee drinker. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. I'm sensing that I just got a yeah, really? From you? Did I get that right? But believe it or not, I'm getting my dad coming through. My dad scared people because he looked crusty. He had a permafrown and he had a really deep booming voice. But he gave us all much joy. He had a really wry sense of humor. And so feel confident about being you. You are, but my father was a very shy man. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So you need to step out of your comfort zone about something. You coffee drinker, there is something that you don't understand. You need to step out of your comfort zone and embrace your community, whether it's your friends or your family that are trying to bring you out of your shell. Let them, because they know who you are. They see you for who you are, and they just want you to be free. And the other card is the dolphin, which is play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Don't give me that crusty laugh, please. Ha! That's what I heard. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence, exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. Okay, you hearing this? You have so much joy to share, and you're afraid to show it. You really need to let it out because people love you. People see you for who you are, not who you project. Wow, that was really hard. I hope that resonates. Permafrown, I call it resting bitch face. Well, my dad had a permafrown. Tina H. Thank you, Seashell. Tina H. No, it's the White Light Oracle cards. Tina Harvey. Hey, Henry! Neighborhood watch. No, it's not the white light. It's the work your light. I got light. Hey, Malka! Did that work, coffee drinker? Did that make sense? Because I'm only getting, oftentimes when I'm trying to describe somebody, people from my life will pop into my head. And my dad was a gentleman, but he was a crusty old bugger. We used to call him the geese, right? We used to call him the geese, right? Because, but he was a loving, gentle man. He was a loving, gentle man with a really good sense of humor, but he kept very much to himself like a hermit. You remind me of my dad. I hope that made sense. Tina H. No? Okay, let's try the energy oracle cards for Tina H. The geese, I know. We used to call them the geese. It was short for the geese rod. I don't know why we called it the geese rod. I don't understand what that meant. But we used to also call him Chrome Dome because he had a bullet shaped head and bald. Every bit of it. Okay, thank you, coffee drinker. Thank you for validating that. Whoa! All right. Okay. Tina. We have yin yang, and we have the man with a heart upside down. Somebody is trying to tell you. Somebody is trying to tell you that your relationship with them is meant to be. That somebody's trying to con you. Somebody's trying to con you by saying all the right things. He's appealing to your heart because I don't know if it's a him, but somebody's trying to con you by saying and doing all the right things. Beware. Buyer beware. Okay. The first one was filmed here in Kauai. Which film, honey? How's Malka tonight? Hey, Rebecca Shepherd, how are you? Misty, Jana, and Mama Dukes, those are the last three I can do, folks, okay? If you're not noticing, I'm starting to sweat. So let me go behind the fan. Tina, did that make any sense to you? Tina Harvey? It's almost like somebody's trying to sell you the perfect thing, but it's not the perfect thing. That's what I'm feeling. Oh, I'm glad you're happy. Ah. Oh. Okay, give me a minute. Misty, Jana, and Mama Dukes. All right. Oh, the first Jurassic Park movie. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I got it at the dollar store. I actually should have looked for more. I might get it. There's a whole set of them on Amazon that are all different colors. I might get them just because. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Coming up on our half-acre homestead soon is an unboxing of products that are being sent to me, and there's going to be a giveaway. And we're not going to say that on our half-acre homestead. Anytime I say the word party, know that it is not a party. It is a party. It's just a giveaway party. You see what I mean? So hear ye, hear ye. There is a soap and seed party coming up. 2 Canadians, 2 Americans. One Canadian will get a survival seed kit of that 2 to 3 years worth of seeds. One will get a complete kit of like soaps and shampoo bars and that stuff. I haven't opened them yet. I haven't got them yet, so I don't know what it looks like. But when I do that unboxing, that's going to be the party, and you'll be commenting on that video, right? And remember, unless you see me announcing it live, then don't you fall for anybody using my picture saying that you won. You wait for the date that I'm going to do the drawing, and you'll watch it live or watch the replay live. Unless it's coming out of my mouth, it ain't me, right? And hear ye, there's going to be a 4 jars lids party too. So, if you are not our half-acre homestead subscriber and you want to get a chance to win some jar lids, go on over to our half-acre homestead and subscribe. Absolutely, Willows. I think this is the last 4 jars one for a while until maybe closer to canning season, which is now for most of us. I haven't got my beans yet. So there's 2 parties coming up on our half-acre homestead. So if you're not a member now, all right, Misty, play Misty for me. Oh, Misty wants the animal oracle cards. Hear ye, let the bells ring out and the banners fly. It's too good to be true, but I'm here. What was that? It was a cartoon once. This is for Misty. Come on. No. Okay, one more shuffle for Misty. Misty, Misty, Misty. Nope, not the animal oracle cards. The starseed oracle cards. Misty. This is for Misty. There it is. We'll take the second one too because it was sticking out just as much. Double mission. Misty. Now, this may not mean that you may not identify as a light worker or a starseed, but this card is identifying you as a light worker or a starseed. It says double mission. Light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Okay? And the other card is inner earth. You'll survive this. It's new solutions and new beginnings. So you're going through a shift, Misty. You're going through a shift in consciousness right now that where you're questioning everything. And that's a good thing. Throw yourself into the light and be yourself. Stop trying to be somebody you're not. You will never be a good copy of anybody else, but you will be a perfectly imperfect you. Changes and shifts are coming, but you got this. You got this. You're going to be okay. I hope that makes sense, Misty. Jaina, Malka Ringel, think about the subscriber giveaway. I don't want to be given away. Was that for Jaina? If that was for Jaina, it'll come back. Jaina and then Mama Dukes, and then I'm done, guys. Whoa, Jaina. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission activation. Again, people are waking up all over the world. You are experiencing the shift into the 5th dimension. When the moon is in the 7th house, you are, you're seeing strange things, and that. Okay, Jaina, I'm getting, this is really choppy, but I'm getting that you're seeing things that make absolutely no sense to you. And there's days you fear your sanity because you see things you're not sure you saw. You're seeing them, honey. You're moving into the place where everything is, the truth has been revealed. The veil has been lifted. And those who want to see are now seeing. Don't doubt what you're seeing. You're being activated as a light worker. Does that make sense, Jaina? Let me know, Jaina, if that made sense to you. All right, Team Mama Dukes. Some of you guys are getting actually really close to me now, and it's getting more difficult to read you because I doubt, I doubt myself because I'm getting to know you. Does that make sense? It made sense? Absolutely. Hi, Joanne. How are you? All right, Mama Dukes. Grew my first beans ever, and they're delicious right off the plant. Absolutely, darling. I'm glad, Jana. Thank you. I don't know about Tina Harvey. I haven't heard back from Tina Harvey yet. Okay, Jana. Or not Jana. Mama Dukes. Maybe I was saying the name wrong. Mama Dukes. Nope. Mama Dukes. Whoa, okay. Got it. Wow. The 7 blessings of Eve. Do you see the snake? Mama Dukes. Something you thought was a threat to your mental, emotional, and spiritual state. Something you thought was a threat is not a threat. It's a path. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it is a path to the light. It is not the snake in the garden that you see. It's not what you're seeing. You think it's like, what is that? Is that like, what is going on here? Is this evil? No, this happens to be look like that, but it's actually your path to light, Mama Dukes. Does that make any sense to you? Anyway, night, Tammy. Take care. I'm done, guys. I'm going to put these cards away. And as I put these cards away, I'm going to let you know that we are going to, we're going to do a prayer. Because we always close with a prayer, or I always close with a prayer. While I'm putting my cards away, this is not something anybody has to feel they have to stay for. If you don't want to connect your faith or heart with ours, or if it doesn't resonate with you, then that's totally fine. No judgment whatsoever. All right? So I'm going to put these cards away while I say, for all those who care to, we're going to come together and we're going to link hearts and hands, and we're going to knock down the walls that religion has divided between us. And we're going to bring forward the connection with our faith. I with mine, you with yours, and everything wonderful, loving, and uplifting about your faith. Bring in and join in the circle so that we can all share our love and light with the world and with each other. Hey, Vicky, you're late. When did you get here? Learning to read cards is not something, I can't say it's not something you can learn, but you're born with a gift, and eventually you find the outlet for your gift. All right? Anybody can learn to read cards. You just buy the cards and you study the book. You study the book. Unless you have a true calling for it, you won't need the books. You just got to trust yourself. But not everybody can read cards. But if you have a desire to do so, then, be careful. Be careful. Slippery is the path that people think that leads to power. And I do not do this for any kind of power, rush, or control. I do this because people ask me to, and I share it. And if it resonates with them, it resonates with them. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh, Gypsy. Hi, darling. All right. Been trying to cut grass. I had to stop. My right leg was dragging in pain. Well, you pushed way past that. Yeah, so can I, Mocha. So can I. Anyway, now that we've given everybody time to say goodbye, mwah, for all those who care to, this thing is driving me nuts. For all those who care to, please help me close by joining hearts and joining hands across the world and the internet and sharing a spiritual blessing and asking God to look after everybody and the people that we're going to lift up to Him, and in gratitude for us coming together and sharing love, light, and some laughter, right? Okay, so let's take some deep breaths. Fill your lungs, hold it for a second. Controlled release. And one more. Excuse me. Hey, God, creator and source of all, including Christ, who you gave us and brought him to us so that we had someone from you that we could identify with and learn the importance of the 11th commandment, which was love. Thanks for bringing us together, for the laughter and the love and the support. Some folks are having a hard time right now, folks. Some folks have been in accidents. Some folks are having cancer treatment. Some folks are battling loneliness, depression, rejection, Alzheimer's, memory loss, hearing loss, rejection from their families, addiction of sources. But God, those are the people. Some people are having a hard time connecting with you, like the radio is staticky. God, we just want to lift those people up to you so that you can pour the sunshine of your love over them. And even if they don't know where it's coming from, they find the peace to rest for a moment. Then they find the strength to move forward one more time. God, because we know you may not give us everything we ask for, but you do give us everything we need to move forward and carry on. God, we ask that the people that are here, that are holding our hands in love, and we're connecting hearts and connecting hands in a big, beautiful circle around the world, we're asking you to fill us with the divine light of your love. So powerful is that divine light that we as humans cannot contain it, and we push that light out. And it becomes like a great big beam in the sky, like a lighthouse, to steer people away from the rocks, to steer people coming in from the storm, to steer people out of the fog, to bring them to the light so that they can rest, recharge, and stand up and raise the torch of your love again to join the light that is spreading across the world right now. We know, God, darkness is here. Just as good as light is here, there is darkness and there is evil. But the one thing they hate is illumination of God's light and love. So, thank you for bringing us here for that, God. May everybody go forth with love, light, and laughter, and peace, and joy, and patience, and tolerance. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Miigwech. Peace be with you. Merry meet, merry part. Blessed be. Walk in the light of God's love. Whatever your salutation, whatever words or language you use to connect with your faith, know that when we come together, we amplify it and we get to share it with the world, and that's a good thing. All right? Take care. God bless. I love you guys. The next public live stream will be on Sunday, probably the mid and late afternoon. All right, unless it has to run into the evening. We'll see. Okay? I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And we're out, Ange.